I can see why the 90 in the 60s changed everything. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the 1964 Honda C200 that has been driving me bananas. Those of you who are not familiar with C200, we picked it up at Barber Vintage Festival in October of last year. And we've had it running several times. We've had it running and running so well that I took it on a 4-mile ride. And I was fortunate enough to get to push it home the last mile. And it hasn't really ran since. I've got it to start and kind of run, but I can't duplicate it. Can't do it again. So it's been relegated to the corner, sitting over here thinking about its life choices. And then I said, let me just do a live. So I did an Instagram live for a total of about 7 hours. I figured if I was stumped, let's just get other people to be stumped too. And we treated it like an OnlyFans for motorcycles. You tell me what to do and I did it. And so we got to a point where we know it's either fuel or ignition, fuel or spark. We get great spark, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So in this episode, we're going to do what we can to make this thing run. Or we'll just do a video that will be a complete and utter failure of watching some guy, aka monkey and football, and see what goes on. Hang with us. Okay, so I've got this just wired in here just so that I can get to the guts without putting the battery in, because you had to mount the battery. I've got the coil right here, hanging right here. I just need to ground it. So I'm going to ground it right here on the body. Let me turn this guy over, see if we get some spark. You see it there. I'll get you in close. Oh, I heard it. There you go. So we get spark. So we know that that's good. Okay guys, this is the way I set the points. I don't know if this is the right way. This is the way I do it. Just I've got the light on and I'm on the fire mark. And I just want to open the points just right till they start to open right there. You can see the light just start to come on right there, and then I'm going to hold it there. I like to just let it get to where it's barely coming on, and then I want to tighten them up. Let me get the screwdriver in. So right there, try to go back and forth. Right there. And then let it go. Yeah, check it. Just a little right there. Should stay on. Now when I check it, right in here, let me get you a little light. So now when I check it, if I go back a little bit, it's tough for you guys to see, I know. If you're looking right in here, so when I go back, and then look, it is coming on right at the fire mark, if you can see right there. Light off, light on, light off. I mean, that's pretty good, right? So let's tighten that down. Okay, so we have key on. I've got the auxiliary fuel tank. I did squirt a little bit of carb cleaner in it just for fun. Let's kick it. Oh, let's give it some choke. Oh, got a little pop. Let's hand choke it a bit. Okay. So ran on that. It's running, not staying running. Could be carb. Leave the choke on. I don't know what my idle is set at. Let's back everything out. Oh, that's a mess. Let's see if we still have spark. Let's just put this guy on and see if we... Yeah. So, let's pull the carb off, clean it. Okay, so I got the little piece of the wire brush out, and now I just went ahead and took out a whole thing of it, just pulled it out so I could have longer ones. Now I blew it out with the air compressor. I didn't show you guys that because the air compressor was on, it was loud. I'm all the way through, as you can see here. I'm all the way through. It's clear, it's clean. I've hit it with carb cleaner a couple of times to blow it through. I'll run this thing through a couple of times just to make sure. Okay, so maybe it was this pilot jet was jammed up, because this is the bigger one that would not go in before but is now going through. Fingers crossed. But just a word of caution, not to be a naysayer. It's not what I'm doing. I'm super hopeful, and hopefully that this works. This damn motorcycle has done this to me before. So let's see if this is it. Fingers crossed. We'll put it back together. Well, I'm going to go through and clean, make sure all the orifices are clean, and I'm going to go through it again, and let's see if it works. Guys, let me know in the comments below if you're a clean up as you go or wait to the end. As you can see, I'm a clean up as you go. Let's try this again. So we now have a pilot jet that's clean, and key on, fuel on. Different location for this now, so it should be a little better. Still have spark. Just hand choke it a little bit. Choke it. Still nothing. Let's give it a little bit of this. Oh. That's definitely enough to start a fire, so let's try again. On. Let's make sure we're still sparking. Let's make sure we still have spark. Keep an eye right here. Yep. We got really good spark. We check the timing. We'll make sure we're timing at the right spot. And so for those of you who just yelled at your phone or computer, whatever you're watching this on, it doesn't have compression. Wide open throttle, compression gauge. Oh. That's more than enough to start this engine. Oh, and for those of you who just said that, oh, it's probably skipped a tooth on the cam chain. It's a push rod engine, so the timing mechanism and the stator and everything only go on one way. There's only one way they go on. So, welcome to my world. If you have any ideas, hit them up down below, please. Love to hear them. Let's just kick it some more. Keys on, fuel's on, choke's on. Let me see if I choke off. Hand choke. Oh. I don't know what my idle is set at. Let's turn it up to 10,000. Let me back off it a little bit. Huh? Choke off. Right there on the fire mark. And right there. It looks like it is. As close as you can get it. So that's good. So we have spark. We have compression. We have spark when it should be sparking. We have fuel. We cleaned the pilot jet because that we just assumed was clogged. We blew out every other orifice in this carburetor, and it's good. We'll kick it a few more times. If you have thoughts, comment down below, please. If you're in the market for a slightly used 1964 C200, this one's not available. But if you have one for sale, I may be interested in a running C200. This one will run. I don't know when, but there you have it. Let me kick it some more, just for fun. I mean, it sounds like it wants to run. It sounds like it wants to do it. I've got another coil to change, but I don't think I need to change the coil because I'm getting spark. You see it's got good spark. It's on time. Carburetors are clean. I was see that pilot jet being a little clogged gives you hope. Then it yanks the rug out from underneath you. Let me set you up over here. Let me kick it some more. Maybe it'll just be, it'll want to play. Key on. Fuel on. Got some fuel in there. And let's just kick it. Let me turn this thing in. Let me just turn it up to 10,000. Did I just not have the idle jet screwed in all the way? I mean the idle needle? Okay, let's see if it does it again. See if it does it again. Oh, let's see if it does it again. It's got to do it multiple times. Let's turn this down a little bit. So there guys, that was it. Sometimes when you look for the big things, it's the little things. That pilot jet must have been it. Although I will say this, we've had it running before. And we've had it running just as good as this, but it stopped running on us. So let me put this sucker back together and let's take it for a ride and let's see what it does. Okay guys, so while I was waiting for the camera to charge, I decided I'd go get gas, put gas in this thing, and then ride around the yard and then bring you guys along after the camera was charged. Well, rode for a little while and then it died. And I'll show you what it's doing now. Fuel should be on, key on, key on. Oh, now it's going to start. Well, ignore what I said. We're gonna go ride it. GoPro, stop recording. Okay guys, all I did, you heard it running just a second ago. All I did was I rode it out, rode it around, parked it right here, put air in the tires to make sure the air in the tires was good, and then went to do this. You probably heard the starting or me trying to start. I don't know. I'm going to check the pilot jet, which is what I was about to do just a moment ago. So let me do that. See if that's clogged up. I don't know. Could be some crap in the fuel line. Who knows? Let's check it. I would prefer to be doing this inside, but it's a little shady right here, so it's okay in the driveway. Sorry about the fan noise. I can shut it off, but I have a feeling the fan noise is going to be a constant battle that we're dealing with right now, only because it's moving into summertime in South Louisiana and it's humid. There's nothing in, I'll show you guys this, nothing in there, no chunks, nothing in there. We'll pull the jet out just to see. Here's the pilot jet. That was our problem before. Let's see if it's still, no, it is clear as a bell. So I was hoping that this was going to be clogged. It's equally as clear as what it was before. I'll get some carb cleaner and run through it. Okay, so I went through and shot some carb cleaner through it and just ran, since I had that wire brush strand out, I just ran that through it again. Maybe I need to clean this tank out again. Who knows? We'll give it a shot. Let's see what it do. Key on. Nothing yet. Get some fuel to it maybe. Okay. Oh, a little backfire. I was going to say, I wonder if we have spark. That answered the question. Key on. Let's pull this off. Jump on, try it. Let me pull that plug off, put another one in. Okay, we swapped out the plug. Maybe? it a go now. Just tractor along. Head this thing out on the highway. What do you guys think? I say we take it. I say we take it. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me put on this harness so I can mount you guys up. Move you. Okay. Let's mount this thing up. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna take you guys for a ride. Okay, let's go. Second gear. I just realized I don't have any front brake. This is literally the second time I've ridden, well, second, third time I've ridden it. Count the one day that I rode it twice. We're not gonna go far. Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna go far. The feet at the beans, it sounds good! And I don't have any front brakes, so they're just a suggestion. But oh, look at this, we're doing 30. This thing runs good. That was the reason why I didn't give up on this sucker. Where are your 90s at? I want to race. Oh yeah. Oh, I got another gear. Let me up. The shift pattern is all down, 4 down. Neutral's up at the top. Got a car coming. Get out of here. This thing is a rocket ship. Ooh, it wants to run. Brake up at the top end. Oh man, hit the rev limiter. Oh yeah. Oh This thing is screaming. I got another gear. Let me slow down a bit. This is a guy that doesn't like me going fast. But downshift, get into the power band. We're 40 miles an hour. Where are your 90s at? You don't want none of this. Oh my God. That's the reason why I want. Gosh, this motorcycle is so much fun. I gotta get the horn to work. I don't have any horn. I probably gotta get the lights to work too, but a little upshift. I'm gonna feed the beans here. See if we can bounce it off the rev limiter again. We don't need to. Look at this. That's 40. thing is running good. I say we do another lap. I say we do another lap. Oh, am I neutral? Yep. I say we do another lap. Oh, missed the shift. Good thing we were racing. Woohoo! Oh yeah. This is nothing but fun. Ah, I should have downshifted. Got to make sure there's no cars, but it is, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Kids aren't even home from school. Oh, this thing is awesome. Probably get some new tires on this beast before I want to start doing a $150. Don't want to blow them out. Oh my gosh. I can see why the 90 in the 60s changed everything. Changed everything. Gosh, to have this thing come out, introduce motorcycles to a whole nother community, and then, oh, missed the shift, and then to be this much fun, holy crap. Come on now. You can see why. Well, if you've never ridden one, you don't know. If you haven't ridden one, I challenge you to find one and do it, because what it's about. It's just about fun. It's not being about the fastest or being the biggest or being the loudest. It's the one that puts, to use a buddy's name of business, the biggest grin on your face. And this is a grinner. And I got another gear. Come on, man. This is what it's about. And this is why Honda changed the world in the 60s with this damn 90. Not just this one, the step through, but you know what I mean. It's like, come on. This thing is so much fun. This may be the most fun motorcycle I own. This is gonna be my daily. I'm just gonna make excuses to go places. I'm gonna look up bike nights tonight. I'm riding this thing. I may just go cruise by the Harley store and give them a honk. Let them know what's up. Just give them a honk and let them know what they got in store for them if they want to step to us. Because this thing packs a whole lot of whoop ass. Oh yes, it is so much fun. So much fun. Oh. Come on. Oh, let me get a gear. Let me grab a gear. Oh my gosh, this thing is so much fun. Okay, I gotta get lights and all that stuff sorted out on it, but geez, Pete's. Let me turn that idle down a little bit. Some fury right there. Okay, guys. Everybody needs to own a Honda 90 from the 60s. They do. If I was president, that's what would be mandated. Everybody in the US would have to own a Honda 90 from the 60s because they're just so much fun. Just so much fun. And besides, this thing is so cute. That's the only reason why I didn't give up on this thing. It took me 8 months. 8 months? Well, let's count them. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 8 months. 8 months to where this thing, and I did push it into the corner for a while and let it think about its life choices. But it's so awesome. And there's so much fun to ride. So much fun to ride. It's just, I mean, I was probably doing 150 miles an hour. I mean, you guys saw it. It was ridiculous. Thing is fast. It's probably one of the fastest machines ever made. But everybody should. If you don't have to own one, but you definitely have to ride one because they're just so much fun. It's just so much fun. Give it a go. Give it a shot. God, it's amazing. And to find out that in addition to everything else that was wrong with it when I first got it, if you check some of the earlier videos on this from 6 months ago, 7 months ago, because I stopped messing with it, it came down to the pilot circuit, the idle circuit was clogged up. I could see through it, and but it just wasn't clear enough. So that was it. We did everything. And I ultrasonic cleaned that carburetor probably 4 or 5 times with the jets all the way through. I sprayed stuff through it all the way through. So the moral of the story is when you think it's clean, clean it some more. And instead of skipping on to the next thing, do that thing. But it's so tough, right? Because carburetor problems look like ignition problems look like carburetor problems. And today was the day I just said, let me just go back through and start over again. But I did this a couple of weeks ago too, and I thought we went through and cleaned the idle circuit, but apparently I didn't. Or maybe I did and I just didn't clean it enough. So that's it. The mystery solved. Still need to do some work. I need to fix the lights. And then we got big plans for this. We're gonna do 90 miles onto 90 on Highway 90. So we're gonna ride along the beach for 90 miles just to say we did it. So guys, as always, thanks for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And while you're in the subscribing mood, wander on over to our buddies, Brickhouse Builds, Gold Guy, Moto Mango, Plan B Motos, and Ace Cafe Bikes, and give them a subscribe too. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.